In tech news this month, Nvidia's new Nemotron beats ChatGPT 4.0. Trump's plans could change EV tax credits in the US, and .NET 9 has new updates for all developers. I'm Eve Cogan, let's get into it. Let's get started with the newest update in the AI race. So Nvidia's new Nemotron is outperforming OpenAI's ChatGPT and also Claude. The way they're doing that is by using their very own hardware and also some curated data sets. What's interesting is people on Twitter are really finding it quite useful, saying it's giving some of the best answers, especially when it comes to coding questions. And for another AI update, Anthropic has released a new version of Claude, and this version has a special capability called computer use. That basically means that it can look at what you're doing on your computer and better help you outside of its own browser or its own tool. Let's have a little look at the example here. So we can see that Claude is getting intel from computer clicking, the mouse movement, and all the different browser settings, and is helping the user fill out this form. OpenAI has released Canvas for ChatGPT, making it even easier to edit text and write code and workshop it with ChatGPT. So let's have a look at how it's working. Rather than going back and having to keep copy and paste the same text or code, you can actually work together on specific sections. You can do things like suggest edits by highlighting particular sentences. You can adjust the length, change the reading level, add some polish, or, as we love here at SSW, add a bunch of emojis. And in an update to AI training, on LinkedIn, we are seeing that people have to opt out of having their data used. Actually, the Microsoft Vice President, Scott Hanselman, has posted that he has turned it off. Notably, Microsoft owns LinkedIn, so it's pretty important to see that the Vice President is turning it off for his own privacy reasons. It does continue a trend of Microsoft having more of an opt-out policy when it comes to using your data. Apple does tend to have more of an opt-in policy, but increasingly so we're seeing that you have to opt out of that too. Everyone is very hungry for our data when it comes to training these new AI models. On LinkedIn, we can see that a lot of people agree with Scott and they are also turning it off. And big news, .NET 9 has been released. As per usual, things are getting faster, there's better performance and improved tools. Notably, we can see that .NET is pushing Aspire. So that means that it's bringing down the barrier to creating cloud-native apps, and it's getting these apps easier to get live. It's also worth noting that in the last update, they did a lot of syntax changes to the code, which was received with mixed enthusiasm. This time they've really toned it down, and there has been quite a few less changes to how code is written. Good news for Windows users. ChatGPT is now available as a desktop app. We know that Mac users already had access to this tool, but now we can join the bandwagon, which is great to see. There's a bunch of cool new tools on the desktop app. You can talk it out, much like the mobile app. You can also take screenshots, upload files, search the web, and ask it anything. Now it's broken out of the playpen of the browser and it's on your computer, allowing for a lot more seamless integration. And to finish with the US presidential election, we now have President-elect Donald Trump. He plans to roll back some of the tax incentives that would have made electric vehicle take-up easier and cheaper. This could hurt companies like Tesla, but with Elon Musk in such close friendship with Trump right now, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out and whether Trump will be able to get these incentives back on board. A good story to follow. That's all for tech news this month. If you think we've missed anything, feel free to let us know in the comments because we love to hear what's got your attention in the tech world. I'm Eve Cogan, signing off for SSW TV.